lang ilagay, no? Pricing is only an issue in the absence of value. Let me repeat that for the people at the back. Pricing is only an issue in the absence of value. Kapag nag-increase ka ng 5%, 10% in the next quarter or in the next 2 quarters, in the mid-year, kapag aalis sila because of that, hindi pala valuable yung startup product mo. Oh my gosh, sakit naman. Totoo yan. In their perception, hanap na lang ako ng mura, sir. Right? So meaning they don't really see the value of your startup. And that's one of the worst places that a startup can be. They are staying for you for the price. We don't want to partner with products, startups, na yung pinaka-biggest feature nila is price. Pangit nun. Kasi in a price war, another favorite quote of mine, everyone races to the bottom. Pamurahan na mapapamura ka na lang kasi hindi na sustainable yung startup. Kasi lower prices, yung competitor lower ulit, ikaw lower ulit. Not good, no? In the startups that we've seen, every quarter nga yung price increase. May testing every quarter, right? So that's one. So next, we have to move on to the next realization. Oy, number 2 na pala tayo. So, what are long-held beliefs about pricing na hindi na pala totoo ngayong 2024? Alright? Sabihin mo sa chat, the price is right. Tingnan ko nga sino pa yung gising. Mabilis mag-chat. The price is right. Ang bilis talaga mag-chat ni Rensil, no? From Quiply. Quiply ba yan? Quiply. Si Rensil. Parang si Sir Rensil yung sabi na walang mic kanina. Thank you, Ma'am May. Bilis din mag-type ni Ma'am May. Sir Roy, for chatting. Quiply. Okay, okay. Amazing. Sir Sofio, thank you. Sana kayang iba, no? Natutulog na or nasa banyo siguro. From Paul, si Ma'am Jenny, the price is right. Meron pang ano, meron pang tawag dito, aeroplano, Sir Mark. Parang may flight ka, Sir Mark, ah. Anyways, the biggest realization, other realization, long-held beliefs that we've had about pricing na hindi na totoo ngayon, alam nyo, lower prices always attract more customers. So there has been multiple studies that overly low prices can make a product seem low quality. So value perception matters. And sometimes increasing the price paired with better branding actually boosted sales. So one of the biggest cultural mistakes of Filipino founders is to find ways to lower cost. But instead, the mindset of startups is to find ways to increase, lower cost, to lower pricing, is to find ways to increase pricing. One of the surest way to double your sales is finding a way is to double your price. Basic, right? To 50% your revenue, you just have to find better branding, better marketing, better strategies to increase your price 50% more. Right? That is why I'm very surprised. May na-meet ako na company no 2022. Yung customer base nila ba 200 clients ng 220 clients. But in the span of 3 years, nag-grow sila ng 350%. Hindi malaki yung growth nila in terms of clients. They are just doubling their price. They're increasing it 40%, 60% per year. Right? Sabi ko, amazing din na strategy to, no? Hindi nila dinadamihan yung clients nila. They're just improving the product so much and charging more sa happy customers nila. Amazing, right? So if you're a startup here looking for ways to lower your pricing, you're in the wrong path. Kasi may quote pa nga, the lower the price, the lower the prices, the more cheapskates it attracts. The next thing you want is to gain customers na mga barat, na mga that are staying with you because nahuhut-hutan niya yung price nyo. One thing that we don't like about consultations about our startups and talking to their customers, sinasabi ng customer, Sir Carl, I really like this startup. Kasi mas mura sila. Mas mura sila sa previous provider namin. So kami ng co-founders namin sa SD, sinasabi namin, parang mahirap to. Pricing pala yung anchor. Why the customer has been onboarded. Sir Carl, yun naman yung value ng ano. Yun naman yung value yung startup. Offering much more cheaper for a higher value. Na ganun yung ano natin, di ba? We offer something much cheaper pero mas valuable. But I tell you guys, in the real world, if you want to scale, if you are perceived as the cheap version of the product, that's nowhere you want to be positioned. So charge higher prices. Grabe si Sir Carl, ang mahal lang ng bigas. Ngayon, hindi pa na-realize yung 20 pesos per kilo. Mag-charge pa kami ng higher. Much better if you lose your clients na ano, no? Hindi willing mag-pay so that you can attract better clients. Yon. So that's one. Lower prices always attract more customers. Yes, you attract customers that are bad for you. No? Kung ayaw nila sa pricing natin, good riddance. 'Di ba, Sir Han? Hindi natin sila kawalan, Sir Han, ha? Ganun lang yun, Sir Han. Iba na pala yung ibig sabihin ba? Ito din, na-surprise ako. Long-held beliefs proven otherwise in 2024. Freemium daw is the best funnel for growth. Sino may mga freemium na model dito? Who has freemium here? Mag-ano na? Kindly put in the chat. Uh, walang nag-chat, no? But sabi din ni CDO Bytes, 7 yung business to business here, but the majority are business to consumers, which are 9. But both of them are so applicable pala lahat. Looks familiar. Hala, ang ganda ng premium because if they really want the value, they will pay for the premium. But in saturated markets, especially in software as a service, one survey revealed that premium often leads to forever free users who never convert. So high intent trials with limited but premium features produce more paying customers than purely freemium offers. Ano ibig sabihin? Mas effective pala this 2024 and beyond. Grabe si D.O. Bites no, may pinapatamaan kasi familiar daw yung freemium. So ang effective strategy pala sa market ngayon, especially sa younger market, you give them a glimpse or free trial ng premium nyo for a limited time. Sir Carl, sa Philippine market ba, ano yung nakita niyo na maganda na trial period? Guys, 2 weeks lang. 2 weeks when we did testing, you give them a free test. No, cancel any tawag dito. No, no strings attached. Cancel in 2 weeks. Give us your feedback so we can improve our services. Ganun siya. Huwag mong i-1 month. Kasi we found out, akala namin na longer yung trial period, mas mag-increase yung brand loyalty. Hindi pala. Kapag pala palamunin na yung client, mas nare-reinforce sa kanila yung behavior na yun. And one practice that we also found effective is the 3-2-1 method. Nakita namin that when you cut a premium membership, kailan sila Sir Sofio, sa experience mo, when you have a limited trial na membership, when are you flagged na mag-expire na yung membership or free trial?
Usually, I think 2 days before or a day before.
A day
Uh,
before or 2 days before. But
yeah.
some of the SaaS nakakilala namin, sir, on the day. Para, hindi na pala ma-access yung account ko, no? So it provides a reinforcement that you already have to pay. But we found out, we tested na 7 days ahead, pangit naman. Surprising nga 7 days ahead, nag-cancel tuloy. Kasi parang, ba, hindi namin alam yung psychology behind it. But what we found more effective is 3-1 method. 3 days before, 2 days before, and 1 day before for our tech subscriptions, especially sa subscription. So you cut it on the day. And we found out that the best practice, oy, but I can no longer type. Best practice for these emails are 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We found out na kapag 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. pala, most of subscription models na clients are checking their emails at lunch, on lunch. I don't know about you, no, with your subscriptions, but mas well perceived din because mas active pa yung brain nila to process renewal rather than kapag gabi, the end of the day, bukas ko na yan i-renew. But nakat na yung renewal nila because they're already tired. So if you have a subscription-based model, make sure to tell them during the mornings for renewal. Which is just, sabi pa nga nila, no? Pangit lang na quote, the devil is in the details. Gawin na, kasi Christian naman tayo, gawin na lang natin, the angel is in the details, no? The angel is in the details. So this is what makes all the difference if you have the practices that are different, no? From your competitors. Okay, let's say no to freemium ha. Dapat limited time offer. Again, for those na hindi educated sa freemium, freemium is that you offer something for forever for free, mag-pay ka lang for more features. Hindi na pala siya effective for 2024. There's a decrease for customer retention, 20%, 40% year by year for the freemium model. We've already discussed this, but one pricing model for all regions. Startup that tried uniform prices globally forced backlash in certain markets. Sabi pa nga ni Stripe, that region-specific pricing taking into account income levels and cultural standards reduce cart abandonment by 20%. Sir Carl, ano naman yung best range ng pricing categorization? So ganito, kapag yung Jollibee natin, magkano na ba yung ano dito? Um, Ma'am Nenet of Paul. Are you there, Ma'am Nenet? Galawin mo yung baso, Ma'am Nenet. Hello, Ma'am Nenet. Are you there? Wala pa si Ma'am Nenet. AgriLoop. Sir Rusty. Are you there, Sir Rusty? Wala din si Sir Rusty, no? Siguro nasa CR. Ay, startup pala yung Lux Fam. Akala ko sabi ni Ma'am Shandy, looks familiar. Lux Fam. Sir
Yes, sir.
James. Are you there? Galing-galing. Looks familiar ka, Sir James, ha? Have you ever been overseas, sir? That's just a question, sir, ha? That's not, there's no intention behind it. But have you been overseas, sir, James?
Wala, sir. No, sir.
Wala pa, sir. So, hindi pala applicable yung question sa'yo. I'll have a question for you later, Sir James. Nagtatagalog ako kasi sabi daw, may hindi makapag-intindi ng Chabacano dito. So, I'm doing, ano, no? I'm doing Tagalog. But sino na ba yung who was able to go overseas here? Kindly chat. Si GoTime nag-iba na. Here, si Ma'am May. Ma'am May, what overseas country yung favorite na nabisita mo na?
Eh, grabe naman, para ang dami.
Feeling ko, ma'am,
Kuan,
more than 10 countries na yung
ay,
na-visit ni
dili,
Ma'am
oy!
May.
Dubai po, Dubai po.
Dubai, amazing. Ma'am, have you tried Jollibee sa Dubai?
Yes, 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 I've tried.
Magkano yung, when you remember, ma'am, magkano yung prices ng Chicken Joy doon compare dito sa atin?
Recollecting, hang on. I think
Sige,
5
ma'am.
dirhams.
4 dirhams. How is that in pesos? Parang 200 pesos, no? Tama ba?
Yeah, times, siguro mga around 14 to 15 pesos.
For, times 14.
Yes,
Tama
yes.
ba? So, magkano ngayon? 4 dirhams. So,
4
times
to 5 dirhams, yes.
4 to 5 dirhams times 16. No? Labas yung mga magaling sa math, no? 4 dirhams, if I'm not mistaken, to Philippine peso. Uy, ang mura ha. 63 pesos yung Chicken Joy. Doon na tayo bibili, ma'am. Yung Chicken Joy na to, 63 pesos. 4 to 5 dirhams, no?
Yeah,
Hindi pala,
if I remember it correct, mga ingon ana, Carl.
very mura pala. This was back when, ano ma'am? Anong year to siya, ma'am?
2019, 18.
2019.
No, 17.
2017. Kaya pala may price, ano pa? Thank you, Ma'am May. No? Round of applause for Ma'am May for participating. So with that said, we found out pala that even in regional and inter-country na pricing, may backlash sa atin kapag yung price increase niya, even for first world economies, kapag more than 40% yung price difference. So if we already want to scale in the future, we really have to we really have to consider our pricing na 40% lang yung variance. Again, case to case basis to siya. So halimbawa, kung yung pricing mo per subscription model per month is 150 pesos a month for your services, you make sure that it's within the 40% yung price difference, especially if you offer it in Singapore, especially if you offer it in Japan, dapat hindi malaki yung price variance. As you know, our consumers are very smart. They also have access to the internet just like you. You will face backlash na, hala, sa Pilipinas, 150 per month lang to. Sa amin dito sa Singapore, na Pinoy din yung nag-subscribe, ginawa nilang 400 per month. Grabe, no? Rich shaming. Right? So, hindi siya maganda. So, you have to stay on the level na 40% yung price difference or what they say, variance. So, that's what we've discovered, that don't opt for one pricing model for all regions. Just like I've told you, for one startup, 30% yung variance for Zamboanga City. For Cebu City, we were surprised that the market there were able to pay more. Right? And just a non-disclosure din thing, hindi ko lang pangalanan para I will not face legal charges. But for one startup namin na tinulungan, alam ni Doc Franz, so we charge 800 pesos per user. When they started, yung pricing nila is 350 per user. We were shocked that we were able to price it 800 and up. But nakita namin na yung limit pala ng product is 1.2. Anything more than 1.2 for that product per year to ha. No? But because the startup founders ng startup na yun, kilala to ni Doc Franz, they didn't ascribe value to their startup. 350 lang, Sir Carl. Okay na yan. 35 pesos per month. No? Buhay na kami dyan. They were so surprised when we were able to secure 100 per month na contract, which is 1,000 in a year. Kasi dapat sa story lang yan eh. Of your ano. So, what are your pricing right now? Kindly reconsider it. If you can charge higher, mas better. So, Carl, yung services kasi namin ganito. So, improve mo yung services mo. Right? So that you can charge higher. Again, ha? Pricing is only an issue in the absence of value. Okay. 11.5 na tayo. We're doing good ground, no? Customer loyalty outweighs price sensitivity. This is a proven insight as well. In 2024, even loyal customers jump ship when prices jump too high without added value. Sabi pa nga ni Accenture's Global Consumer Pulse found that nearly 40% of brand loyal shoppers switch brands due to perceived price unfairness, especially in tight economic climates. As I've told you and as I've established earlier, kapag naman nag-price increase ka, may dalawang difference dito ha. You can only price increase, dalawang sentiments yan. Price increase to test, but nakita din namin dito, ang price increase without justification can also backfire. So Sir Carl, yung price increase justification ba is only for new customers? No. You also have to educate your old customers. So one thing nakita ko before, ang galing kasi yung price increase nilalagay nila sa newsletter. No? Newsletter. Maiba pa nga for big clients, may blockchain kami nakakilala sa Manila, nung nag-increase yung per transaction nila sa token, sa blockchain, yung CEO ang tumatawag sa mga big to medium nila na clients. So, because when any relationship, another good quote, dies without good communication. So, yun yung nangyari for this study. So yung loyal customers, hindi in-inform ahead of time for the prices. Also, ang laki ng price increase without added value provided, no? May nag-chat dito. Sino ba yung nag-chat? Okay, ayun. Alright, number 3. Dito naman tayo sa most effective pricing strategies that we've tested for 2024. Insider talaga to, ha. Tiered bundling with time-limited upgrades. So one strategy work is that you can have tiered bundles, basic, standard, premium, with short-term upgrade. Amazing. Offers kept buyer interested high, no? So according to Conversion XL, there is a 35% revenue increase when startup gave new subscribers a 72-hour window to try a higher tier at a slight upcharge. So, this is a different approach. Kapag ano, meron ka ng ongoing subscription with a client, to charge for them higher, give them a 3-day to 2 weeks trial to 3-day to 2 weeks. 3-day to 2 weeks. 2 weeks trial for your next year. Kasi sino nga yung, Sir Sofio, sino nga yung binibigyan natin ng free trial? Ano yung practice?
Customers.
Yung mga new customers lang. Tama?
Yes.
Hindi binibigyan ng free trial yung mga old. So nakita namin, teka lang, bakit di natin binibigyan ng upselling or better trial yung mga current customers to increase revenue? So this is also what you can consider. Sa startups kasi na cycle is develop product, gain customers, after sales, and then balik ulit sa develop product, gain customers after sales. Hindi na-utilize yung double R's. Referrals and recontract and yung pinaka-last, upsell. A lot of companies reach 500 million and up by focusing on loyal customers. Hanap tayo ng bagong customers for our pricing strategy. Hindi natin tinitest yung mga old. Sir Carl, legacy client kasi yan, pioneer client kasi yan. So yung binabayaran nila, same pa din last 2020, 2021. Huwag mo i-change yan, Sir Carl, aalis yan. Alam mo, sinasabi namin sa consultation, mabuti pang umalis sila because they are doing our brand damage. No? Emotional damage, no? Nagsistay lang pala dahil sa presyo, hindi mo change. Common sa Pinoy, sasabihin, Kyle, pag binago mo yung price, babay-bay na talaga kami. Oh, sir, sorry talaga sir, nag-increase talaga kami. No? Huwag ka namang palaaway, no? Huwag ka namang prideful when you stipulate the pricing. Just be really honest. If they don't stay, then that's their loss. Number 3, community-driven pricing. So kapag inisip mo yung Kickstarter style feedback loops before finalizing a price, companies polled their online communities. Amazing. So according to a brand engagement study ng Sprout, 70% of consumers felt more invested and were willing to pay slightly more when they contributed input on pricing. This fosters loyalty because the community co-created the final product cost. So ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Pwede kang magpa-poll ng presyo, even social media. May kakilala kami overseas, he's a very good speaker as well. Nagpa-poll siya ng pricing. I am launching this book. How much are you willing to pay for this book? Ganito yung sections niya. $5 ba? $10? Or 15? Grabe, nag-poll pa. So, yung mga sumagot ng survey, may emails pa, even doon sa nag-reply sa page, they were more willing to buy the book because they felt like they contributed the pricing. So this is also applicable, this knowledge is also applicable for your new clients, current clients, and your prospect clients. So action item for us, when you are doing a product testing, para hindi sila ma-shock sa price increase, no? Client A, Nag-increase kasi yung cost namin. But good news, meron din kaming added value to justify the price increase. Ma'am, ano bang tingin nyo? Huwag ka lang mag-ask, okay lang ba sa inyo na mag-increase ng price? Siyempre, anong sasabihin niyan? Hindi. Sir, hindi. Hindi okay. So, your framing of the question should be, ma'am, which is more justifiable for you given that we have this cost, nag-increase kasi yung production ng chicken, yung corn kasi nagmahal, right? So, would you be willing to pay 40 pesos more, 60 pesos more, or 80 pesos more? Sir Carl, may option ba dito na hindi kami mag-pay more? Sir, sorry talaga sir, to provide the best services that we have and sustainability ng company namin, we really have to do this increase because we want to serve you longer, sir. Yun yung tatlo. Siyempre, doon ako sa 40. May iba din. Sir Carl, we love the company that you're helping. No? Very useful. Ano, doon kami sa 80. Anything to support you. So, depende na. But very effective to ask them beforehand how much you can increase. So, community-driven pricing. So, how to implement this? You can do this through email, cold call. You can even this, believe it or not, social media polls doon sa groups nyo. Okay? So, be creative about it. But let's be honest, no? Nagsasalita ako ng pricing dito, but most of you, assumption, no? But majority of you or half of you will not increase your prices in the next 2 years. Yun yung challenge ko sa inyo. Because I've done this talk before to startups in Visayas and Manila, hindi talaga sila nag-increase ng price. And we know na hindi din nag-increase yung revenue nila. No? So, kindly put in the chat, I will always test pricing. Tingnan natin sino yung gising pa. I will always test pricing. Let's see who's still awake there. Carl, ang haba kasi nung sentence, no? Oh, ang galing. First owner. Ma'am Shandy, dapat may reward to si Ma'am Sir Renzel, no? Ang bilis mag-type. Very attentive. Quickly. Okay? I will always test pricing. Okay? I think sa next topic na tayo, thank you for those who are chatting. I have a question for Quickly after, no? For this. Thank you for chatting. AgriLoop, Sir Roy, Ma'am May, as always, Sir James, then as always, Lux Fam, Sir Mark, Sophios, Ma'am Trix, Sir Ben, and Ma'am Jen. Okay. The next is AI-enabled price forecasting. So, may mga machine learning models ngayon, accessible even to smaller startups that can analyze market trends, competitor moves, and consumer sentiment to predict optimal price points. According to data analytics ng Gartner, ang AI-driven price forecast led up to 20 gains in profit margins across multiple industries. Ano yung ginamit nila? Amazon Forecast, Google Cloud, Vertex AI, and Data Robot. Data Robot din is one of the things that you can check, no? Data Robot. Ito siya. Industry AI leading application platforms that maximize and minimize risk for your business. Although yung learning models nila, medyo limited siya sa on other data, no? Especially sa social media. But you can also check out Google Cloud Vertex AI. So enterprise model siya powered by Gemini that you can manage, no, for building customer sentiment. So medyo technical na yan and different topic but you can check that out. Okay. So may surprise din ako sa mga participants that are active through the throughout the last of the what do you call this? Sa talk, I will give you a soft copy of the data I've presented this morning. Gusto niyo ba 'yon? Soft
Yeah.
data of the nagpe-picture pala si Sophia. Yung mga mag-thumbs up lang, yung bigyan ko ng copy, please kindly thumbs up on your chat, no? Kasi ayoko ng mga speakers na very protective sa data nila, no? Ayun, naka-thumbs up na. Si Sir Sofio lang yung bibigyan ko, ha? Si Sir James, ayun. Sabi ni Sir Roy, saan ba yung thumbs up dito? Hindi ko makita. No? Sir Mark, si Sir Mark, physical yung no? So, I'll give you data that we have for this talk. On launching naman, but before tayo mag-on launching, let's have a short intermission, no? Kakanta muna ako. Joke lang. We'll ask Quickly. Quickly, so far, ano ba yung product nyo in 2 or 3 sentences? What is Quickly? So that we can contextualize the advice to your startup. Sir Rensil, what is Quickly? Candidate number 1. Ay, wala palang mic si Sir Rensil. Thumbs up lang si Sir Rensil, no? Wala kang mic, Sir Rensil? Sir Rensil? Mabilis mag-chat si Sir Rensil, no? Pero sayang lang, walang mic. Not working po. Alam mo, dapat resourceful tayo. You can join with your phone and use your phone as your mic. So you can join Zoom and then gamitin mo yung phone mo. Dapat resourceful ka, Sir Rensil, ha? Startup. Nasa startup ka, sir. Sige, let's call on different person muna. Itong Kabaw.ai, very interested ako din sa name, no? Sir Ben, are you still there, Sir Ben? Baka AI na to, no? Yung nag-join sa ano, hindi na to tao. Sir Ben, are you there?
Yes, in one sentence, Kabao.ai is a generative AI platform for
Okay.
LGU's internal and local data sets so that they can analyze their local data better and create automatic report generation.
Wow, amazing. Ano nga yung ano mo? Customer persona, who are you serving? Sorry. Parang
LGU agencies.
LGU agency. Mayaman pala si Sir Ben, no? Kasi government talaga yung target client. It's also a good it's also a good vertical. It's good that you're here, Sir Insidio, but you're excited with that, no? So, sir, about pricing naman, sir, which is your which is your biggest concern on pricing so far for Cabao.ai, especially that you charge LGUs?
That's the problem. Maybe imposter syndrome, pala, but
Mm, imposter
it's
syndrome, bakit?
yeah, you know LGUs can have bigger budgets, diba? But then you think
Mm,
is the AI really the value? Is it there?
tama, no? Um,
So then sometimes under you undersell to when you try to pitch.
Tama, Sir Ben. Actually, Sir Ben, hindi mo lang yan problema, no? Most of the startup shares of Genki, Food Basket, Moms at Work, we are actually, sasabihin nyo man, nasa agricultural space ako, nasa AI space ako, nasa ano ako, ganito, fashion space. But to be honest, you have to realize this, we're all in the education space. Especially sa'yo, Kabao.ai, you have to educate the market first before they even buy. Even yung mga buyers mo, you have to educate your value on them. Kasi AI, ang alam lang ng LGU ng AI, ChatGPT eh. ChatGPT, tsaka yung dalawang picture, gawin mo na mag-kiss sila. Yun lang yung alam nila sa AI. Right? So that's why, Sir Ben, it's very normal to have imposter syndrome. You just have to put into your marketing, in your pricing, to educate them. So, yung problema din, Sir Ben, you have to consider in terms of pricing strategy nyo, is yung first level of education, malalaman nila doon na sa presentation nyo. Dapat hindi. You should have marketing, you should have email marketing, meron kang advertisements. Alam ko limited yung budget no in the future. If you want to scale to more LGU na mga provinces, the first thing they have to learn about Cabao AI is hindi dapat doon sa presentation. Yun. That's what we found effective, especially in undereducated markets about your product. Alright? And effective yung ads dyan. So, Sir Carl, paano kapag yung revenue namin hindi pa nag 2 million, 3 million? Problema kapag hindi ka nag-test ng ads as early as 2 million or 3 million. Right? But that's another topic altogether. Sige, sino bang, because I called Sir Ben, this time, sino bang may questions about pricing so far? Before we move on to launching and marketing. Parang si Sir Mark, the food basket. What's your startup about, Sir Mark?
Um, wala pa ka ni tanom, halin na imong produkto.
Wow. So, hindi ka pa nagtanim, may pera ka na. Hindi naman to kapa, sir, no?
Dili.
Hindi na makapa. Okay,
About
good.
um, giving the farmer an avenue na kanabitang reliable, realistic na mga buyers.
Amazing, sir. And I'd like to appreciate what you do, sir, no? Our farmers are one of the super underserved market, underserved customers,
Correct.
especially that we're an agricultural country, no? Super sad.
Ah,
So we'd like to support you, Sir Mark. What's your question on pricing, Sir Mark, that I can help you with, or our team in SD can help you with?
basically, manggod Sir Carl, for example, sa kuan dere kaning sa farming, ang farm ni increase ang farm gate price dito before 80 pesos, karon
Mm.
abot na og 200 pesos sa bukid. And
Ah,
sa iPhone
sorry, sir, yung price ng alin to? Yung
sa sa buy and sell dito sa
buy and
bukid,
sell. From 80
uh,
to 200, okay.
200. Then I found out na dito sa Sultan Kudarat 260 na. So lipay kay mga farmer.
Amazing.
So, karon, um ang challenge ana is that unsaon kaning masustain bitaw siya, Sir Carl, na
Mm.
moingon ka og kanina presyo unya mo take pa kag logistics kaning sa marketing,
Yeah.
and then ibagsak nimo sa manufacturer.
Mm.
So
Um,
unsa yung pag competitive dito sa bukid, sa labi na sa mga farmer na kana bitaw fair price good pud siya.
correct. And sir, yung lacking natin dito, like I mentioned earlier in the slides, is dapat naka-regional base yung pricing nyo. So it's not a one price fits all. So dapat may computation tayo based on the region. Kasi yung dapat ma-factor in yung distance, saan siya i-deliver, magkano yung cost
Correct.
of goods. So nakita namin, sir, na very transparent ka lang na, sir. Just like si Food Panda, kaya nga may mga tao na hindi na gumagamit ng Food Panda ngayon, ng Grab ngayon, kasi nag-increase yung prices nila, walang pasabi bakit. Right? So hindi sila very transparent in their pricing model. But wala din tayong choice in a sense, gumagamit pa din tayo because we can't use anything else, right? But for us Filipino startups, if you're more transparent na adaptable yung pricing. Oh, by the way, sa adaptable pricing, hindi yun yung pricing na AI na nagche-change siya, no? Yung pinaka-adaptable in terms of pricing is yung manpower behind it. We have to know the computation kung magkano yung pricing um, based on certain aspects. Ganito din. We've Dati, may startup kami na yung isang startup nga namin ngayon, school education based din. Ginawa namin siyang, dati yung ano lang, yung tiered niya is the number of students. Halimbawa, yung subscription is 1,000 per student. Kapag lumagpas ng 1,000 per student, or 1,000, I mean, 500 students or more, yung subscription nagiging 950 or 900. But nung ginawa namin siya, na we also put into factor yung demography, yung sa finance talaga, nag-ask kami ng data about the income level of the parents. Pinactor in din namin yung tuition. Tapos sinali namin yun sa presentation, bakit ganun yung price. And pinakita namin na sa Cebu, ma-air ba to? May client kami na university. Ganito yung pricing namin, 1,200, 1,300 per student. Ma-verify nila yun. Right? And then we showed them na ito talaga yung pricing nyo dito sa Pagadian, 750 talaga. Based on these factors. Kapag ma-explain mo, sir, yung competitive pricing, lalo na kapag may existing clients ka na, you can justify it more to the new customer. So nakikita ko sa food basket, hindi effective na one price fits all. Dapat very dynamic siya, no, na computations din. Easier said than done, sir, no? Ang dami nyo pang kailangan gawin daw to have that na model. So any other questions? Kasi 11:25 na. May question ba? Or ako yung mag-ask ng question? Ano ba yung startup na, eto, kang Ma'am May from Moms at Work. Ma'am May, are you there? Ang ganda ng pangalan ni Ma'am May, no? May Martin. Parang pang-artista siya. Screen name ng artista. Yes po. What's your startup about, ma'am? And what's your question on pricing?
Wala siguro may question sa pricing po. Pero
Mm.
to answer your question, siguro one-liner. Ang Moms at Work is a brand that focus on empowering moms to achieve financial independence while working at while having that work-life balance through freelancing courses, digital products, and having a supportive community. So
So are
it's
you,
more of like, yeah,
sorry
it's
ma'am,
more of
sorry.
like it's more of like a platform offering them a work from home opportunities while taking good care of their families.
Amazing. So it's work from home setup, no? I like na yung name is very niche, very specific. Although marami naman talagang moms. But the approach for this is very niche specific, which is good. So wala namang palang question si Ma'am May for now. Kindly hold on to your questions. Pero sa kung work from home siya, Ma'am, so are the projects coming from you or do you provide the platforms to for the work and then you
I see.
charge per ano?
Yeah, that's a good question po. The projects are generally coming from me because out
Mm.
HR, I work as an HR and recruitment director po. So I leverage that skill because I already have like a network of clients. So might as well incorporate it to moms. And those clients are actually looking for digital nomads and talents. And so
Mm.
gina-incorporate, gina-offer na ako tong mga mothers, patiyan kong suga. Di-offer na ako tong mga mothers na nag-training under us automatically sa pipeline, provided that they have the skills and the talents needed for that specific role.
Amazing. I like your business model, ma'am, no? Because there really is a need for more income for our households. Kasi surprisingly enough pala, nakita ko yung data, especially true pa din sa 2024,
Yes
na
po.
most of marital issues pala, pera.
Yes,
Akala ko
exactly.
mistress, no?
Yeah, exactly
Kahit,
po. Oo.
kahit pala may mistress, magstay kapag may pera.
That's
Hindi naman,
really true. And
hindi naman amazing yun.
sorry kayo to add lang po.
No
What
worries.
I like about this is we're not just more on the focus on the profit po.
Mm,
We're thinking of not just economic but also social impacts. Kasi if, the moms are empowered, the moms are happy, the moms earn money, everyone is happy. It creates a ripple effect to the family, to the community, to the society in general.
amen. And that's correct, no? Our women, especially that I'm also married, no? Hindi lang halata. Mas happy sila kapag may pera. Yun yung secret sauce. Akala ko, kapag pogi yung husband nila, kapag may pera pala, no? Sad, but that's just the security, no? For the women in our lives. But anyways, thank you for that, ma'am. And
Thank you po.
definitely, you're one of the markets, no, na you can really test for pricing, for products. And ang dami mong verticals for earning, to be honest. Not just
Yes
giving
po.
out
Thank you
projects.
po.
But secret na yan kung ano yung nakikita namin na verticals for earning, no? Especially that we have markets for that. Grabe, nag-upsell na. But anyways, with that said, let's continue on the next segment. Okay? Gusto nyo pa bang mag-continue or hanggang dito na lang tayo? Shall we discuss marketing? Thumbs up? Thumbs chat? Thumbs up chat? Kapag if you want to continue, ayan, ang bilis talaga ni Sir Mark. Thank you, Sir Rensil. Thank you, Sir Roy, Sir Han, and Sir James. Okay? And Sir Ian. Sino ba to si BG background? Ay, si Sir Bimbo to, yung pogi. Yung nabalitaan ko na pogi, no? Si Sir Bimbo pala tong BG. But anyways, moving forward to the launching topic naman. All right. So biggest surprises on launching, product launching, pricing launching in 2024, long-held launching beliefs that are no longer true in 2024, and most effective launching strategies of 2024. Number one, pre-launch sneak peeks outperform traditional teasers. One study found out that companies offering interactive demos or behind-the-scene videos 2 weeks before launch have a higher conversion rate by 45% on day one rather than yung mga teaser videos lang. Okay? Startup realized that giving potential customers hands-on involvement created immediate loyalty and buzz. Sir Kyle, hindi naman kami software lahat dito. Paano ba yan? So kapag may booth kayo guys, doon sa booth nyo, huwag kayong magbigay ng flyers lang. Huwag kayong magbigay ng information about your startup. If they can hands-on use na demo of your product doon sa booth nyo, much better. Okay? Tapos wag kayong Sir Carl, gumastos kami ng 40K sa videographer kasi gusto namin cinematic yung teaser. Hindi pala effective yun, yung video lang. Alam mo yung effective sa mga videos ngayon ng startups? Nakita namin na malakas yung conversion rate. Nawawala yung cellphone ko. Yung mga mga iPhone lang, yung parang hindi malaki yung budget on recording, effective pala siya in conversion rate even sa Reels. You don't have to have a big production company for your product teasers. Alam mo yung effective? Binibidyoan mo yung clients mo gumagamit ng product or nabibideo ka ng demo. Wag yung teaser. Wala tayong pera doon. Especially if you're a startup. Sir Carl, may nag-charge sa akin ba? 25K lang. Kasama na yung editing. Kasama na. Hindi mo yung problema. Wala kang client. Hindi yan makukuha sa teaser video. Hindi ka cinematic company. So start with demos, start with recording your clients, and especially if you have physical booths, huwag ka na mag-invest sa mga flyers na ganun. You can exchange contacts or yung mga tag dito forms for your clients to answer, but most importantly, give them something to try. Although contextual din, kasi kapag may mga ano din dito na very difficult, kagaya ni Sir Mark, paano niya i-demo yung paano niya i-demo yung food basket doon sa booth, right? But you still want a physical approach to it. So mag-brainstorm tayo na paano may physical demo yung products natin. Number 2, na biggest surprise for us is that mood marketing, may bago na industry ngayon. So sentiment analysis and predictive AI, brands have been able to shift message in real time based on trending customer emotions. So a report by Gartner revealed that a 30% spike in launch day sales for those who tweak copy and visuals to match current agent sentiment. So they've emphasized reassurance, just like emphasizing reassurance during uncertain times. Sir Carl, ano ba mga mood management or mood marketing tools that we can check? Kailangan nyo as founders kasi minsan nag-introduce kami ng tools, hindi nyo check out. I-check out nyo naman para mas ma-educate kayo on the platforms you can use or platforms you can use in the future. Kasi ito yung ginagamit ng competitors natin. So samples for it are Brandwatch, Sprinkler, NLP, NLU suite ng IBM Watson, and ito din, may amazing din yung Google Cloud Natural Language API. So just like Sprinkler, i-stock natin yung Sprinkler, no? It is a touch point that you can get the mood of your clients across your social media platform. So, customer experience management siya. Right? So, ginagamit siya ng Puma, ginagamit siya ng LG, ng Ford. Right? So, social media and content marketing teams, so you can get market insight, mitigate crisis, binabash na pala kayo, hindi alam ng marketing team nyo, so that you can save content cost and boost social engagement. Sir Carl, ano ba yung rule of thumb dito bago kami mag-invest dito? So, supposedly, like what I've told you, we get into 5 million plus in revenue in the future, so we can invest on this. Kasi these are what are the big boys, big girls are using on the market. We also should use more tools in the market. Yung mga startups, ironically, hindi gumagamit ng mga tools na ganito. Yun yung mga nasisira. Right? Kasi hindi competitive. Brandwatch din, ang galing ng Brandwatch. And if you have programmers in your company that can look into Google Cloud Natural Language API, they have free versions for this. Makita mo yung trending na mga searches doon sa Google about your product. Alright. Second surprises is shadow launches for different regions. Instead of one global, let's raise 300,000, 500,000 para national launching natin. Ang ginawa ng other startups, especially top-performing ones, launching region by region under different brand names or packaging allowed for localized hype without risking a global flop. So this is a testing din. For you startups, wala naman kayong mag-launch under different brand names. But you can launch per region. No? So instead na mag-launching tayo, magpa-press release tayo doon sa Lux, doon sa Limket kay ano or sa Manila ba, you test it regionally para makita natin yung customer sentiment on a regional scale and we can use that data on the national scale. Sabi pa nga ni Scripe Global E-commerce that shows 20% of reduction in returns and negative reviews for brands that tested localized product versions first. So data really is power, no? So sabi pa nga nila, the most valuable resource right now is no longer gold. No? It's no longer diamonds. It is data. Right? Because the more data that you have, the faster that you have it more than everyone else, that's already a business. Kapag may data ka na hindi alam ng 99% of the market, negosyo yan. Or you can use that to boost your business more. And especially in the age of artificial intelligence, this is truer more than ever. So, nakita din namin sa most startups that fail, ito yung key characteristics nila about data. They don't document everything. They don't document, they don't test data. Kulang sila ng data and hindi sila nagdo-document. Sabi pa nga ni Peter Drucker, ano sabi ni Peter Drucker? What you don't measure, you don't improve. Kapag hindi mo alam yung metrics ng pricing ng launching mo, customer sentiment, ano yung nagustuhan nila, ano yung hindi, ano yung preferences and demographic of your customer per region, you are planning to fail. Na dapat mag-test ka din ng data. Ano pa yung biggest surprise? 15 minutes left. Big bang launches are always best. No? A single grand event can generate headlines, found that phase or rolling launches often yield more sustained buzz over months. So constant micro releases kept audience engaged longer rather than a one and done media splash. So for all the startups that are listening here, when you do a launch, make sure you do it 2 or 3 times a year. Kasi yung concept ng launching natin for new product and new versions, ginagawa natin siya na during lang ng launch ng product. So for the companies we've discovered that are doubling their revenue, they do launches 2 to 3 times a year. They make a big deal out of their products. Sir Carl, wala naman kaming budget dyan for launches. So you make sure to communicate, you make sure na meron kayong development pipeline na maka-push through tayo ng more announcements, whether newsletter, whether meetings with clients, whether progress report. Yung startup kasi, naglo-launch tayo ng product, yung pinaka-first iteration ng MVP, yun na yung features. Which is sad, no? We have to our edge against the bigger companies, kaya tayo nagsasucceed, is how fast we change. Ironically enough, yung change ng business model natin is only in the start or only kapag, Sir Carl, hindi na talaga sustainable, we have to pivot already. Hindi dapat. You have to iterate in your offering para meron kayong launches or announcement of new features, of features that you've eliminated 2 to 3 times a year. Okay? So for us in SD, we conduct monthly progress reports for our product, for our portfolio of companies. Ano yung nagbago? Even, ina-announce namin sa clients namin ano yung i-expect nila na new feature within 2 to 3 months. So, mas engage yung client. Kasi while they are staying with us, while they are staying with our companies that we help, we make sure that they are aware what the company is currently developing. Hindi pa nga nagmamaterialize yung product, sinasabi na namin na, next month, meron na kayong admin dashboard. Tapos pinapakita namin sa devs namin na, uy, na-announce na yun ha. Dapat ma-develop natin yung admin dashboard. So you're challenging your internal team kasi sinabi nyo na sa client, plus it makes sure you create a product launching or product improvement 2 to 3 times a year. Okay, bilisan natin ha. So focus on the product alone, quality sells itself. So ang daming mga marketing, sales guru, startup gurus na focus on the product. and hindi ka na need mag-marketing. So, sige, sino yung first trillion-dollar company? Ma'am Jenny. Dito pala si Ma'am Jenny Kim, no? Ng Blackpink, ng Paul. Hello, Ma'am Jenny, are you there? Ma'am Jenny, baka nagluluto na si Ma'am Jenny ng lunch, no? Okay, hindi pa sumasagot si Ma'am Jenny. Sa Glam Genie, si Sir Ian, ganda ng name ng startup. Glam Genie. What do you do, Sir Ian, sa Glam Genie?
Bali, mobile app marketplace siya that connects clients with beauticians na ga-offer og home services.
Hoy, ganda niyan, sir, ha? Yung client mo dyan, sir, ha? Moms at work. Alam mo ba yan, Sir Ian? Pwede ma-client yung moms at work. For ano? For
Yes.
tag
Okay.
dito. But anyway, sir, can you name me the first ever company na $1 trillion na software? Ay, software at saka hardware? Alam ko,
To
alam mo
sure
to,
pero
sir.
Nvidia siguro. Nvidia ba?
Nvidia. Actually,
To sure.
sir, Apple. Sila yung first ever na
Apple.
nag-valuation ng trillions. But can you guess, sir, how much marketing yung na-spend ni Apple? Kailangan ba mag-market ni Apple, sir Ian, in your own perspective? Do they still need to market their products?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good, no? Kasi sabi nila, hindi mo na kailangan i-market yan. Makita lang nila yung tatlong camera, no? Okay na yan. But Apple, even if it's doing so well, Apple expenditure for marketing, 2024. So, they've spent more than 2.7% of its revenue on marketing. Actually, 775 million in 2023. So, nag-increase pa nga siya kasi if I remember it correctly, 1% plus yun for marketing. Kasi same sila ng thrust na product development, but they're still increasing their marketing budget in terms of percentage every year. Because they know na nakita natin dito, no? According to a study by McKinsey, that even top-tier products flounders without a well-leveled pre-launch marketing narrative or community building strategy. So you also have to develop your story sa food basket. Gusto namin magkapera ka pa, nagtanim pa, magkapera ka na, no? You have to tell a story so that you build user anticipation, to build quality perception for your product. So that's why dapat meron kayong magaling na storyteller in your startup. Kung hindi naman yun ikaw, you can build your storytelling skills. And you have to incorporate that to your presentation, to the way you deal with your clients. You always have to start with your mission story. Number 2, social media virality is pure luck. No? With advanced targeting tools, data-driven campaigns can deliberately create viral loops. Hindi pala luck lang yung virality. Just like Mr. Beast, every time nagpo-post siya viral, right? Or 80% of the time. So sabi pa nga ni Sprout Social that brands who use lookalike audience targeting and engage micro-influencers increase share rates by 40%, proving virality can be engineered. Sir Ian, balik tayo sa Glam Genie. Who do you think are the influencers that can help your launching? Or especially your tiered launching na every few months or every mid-year? Who are the influencers that you know, you think?
Mula pa kay kuy kailang influencers nga kuan.
Ay, hindi pala.
Ga-offer og mga beauticians.
Sorry. Hindi yung kakilala mo. Who do you think are the influencers that are not really directly into beauticians, but you think can help your brand?
Pero wala kay ko na ilan sa mga beauty nga influencers.
Beauty influencers. Okay, dapat kilala mo yan, Sir Ian.
More.
Kasi startup mo yan, no? So, dapat you have to be educated din. Even sa micro-influencers, no? Saan kaya madaming micro-influencers, sir, na makatulong sa inyo? TikTok, right? Ang daming micro-influencers sa TikTok, even for Cagayan de Oro, although we don't know them. But when we market our products through them, bigyan mo lang yan ng free offer, they'll be very willing to endorse your product, no, or X deal. Sabi pa nga sa micro-influencers na ginagawa doon sa Manila, even for us in ASEAN, it can even increase share rates by 40%. Okay? Even sa talks namin, when we tap mga micro-influencers sa regional to do our talks for us sa SD, mas grabe yung engagement sa join rates ng training. No? Huwag kayong don't belittle the micro-influencers, guys, kasi yung influencer stage, it will increase 80% to 120% in the next 2 years. Bakit? Bakit, Sir Carl? Bakit namin need gamitin tong micro-influencers? Kasi most of the market that are consuming their information through social media, gagraduate sila. No? Yung consumption ng current 21-year-old natin to 16-year-old, the 16-year-olds to 23 years old natin na mga younglings. May mga 23 ba dito? I think wala, no? Kung meron man, grabe. It's good that you're starting as early. Is that for people na 25 and up, yung comparison nila sa social media consumption is 40% higher. So meaning, how do we reach this 16 years old to 20 years old in terms of credibility for our launching, for our product perception? Influencers, guys. And I'm not telling you na kunin mo si Malupiton. I'm not telling you na kunin mo si Kong TV. Hindi. We have micro-influencers that rather than general yung approach natin in terms of marketing, eto mga micro-influencers, murang-mura lang sila to hire. How mura, Sir Carl? 2,000 sa endorsement. 2,500 to 5K. No? For product endorsement. Right? Alam ko mahal naman din yan. But to gain access to their network, priceless siya for your products to be used. But most startups na kakilala ko, especially here in Mindanao, hindi gumagamit ng influencers. No? Which also attributes to our lack of success. Kasi yung strategies natin, very traditional. Right? So the market has changed. You also have to change, guys. Okay. Next is community beta testing with personalized feedback loops. So early adopters felt valued and co-created the final product. According to HBR, that startups so a 30% retention post-launch if you involve customers during beta na beta na period. So, Sir Kai, kapag nagde-develop ba kami ng new features or new services, i-involve ba namin yung old clients namin? Definitely. Even yung prospect clients. Kapag honest kayo, no, sir, dine-develop pa namin to na feature. Can you test this? Mas malaki pala yung retention rate kasi community-based na feedback loop siya. Okay, bilisan lang natin kasi may isang topic pa. So, collaborative launches with cross-industry partners by teaming up with, ito, very surprising to, sample tech startup na nagpartner ng fitness influencer, effective pala siya. No? Because you can tap to entirely new audiences. So, Deloitte's 2024 trend report noted that cross-collaborations boosted launch day impressions by 50% on average. So, excited ako dito kasi isa din tong vertical that we can consider is that meron palang cross-industry influencer. Okay? Tingin mo, Sir Mark, sino yung pwede mong i-invite na influencer, Sir Mark, sa food basket in the future? Huwag naman sana si Ivana Alawi, sir, no? Kasi parang ang layo na nun, sir. But who do you think is in line with food basket?
With the ikaw, Sir Carl?
Ako patuloy, no? Alam kong
Kung available ka.
kasi alam kong babaratin mo ako sa price, Sir Mark, no? Kasi magkakilala na tayo ngayon. Anyways, nakita natin na meron palang cross verticals. Hindi needed, Sir Mark, na yung influencers mo are from the farming lang. You can also tap nutritionist, no? Yung mga nag-nutritionist. Yung mga mga keto influencers, ganun. Ay, support. Ay, hindi pala keto. Hindi pala kumakain ng bigas to. Sorry. Mga vegan influencers, no? Vegan influencers or mga health practitioners. Okay? Sino ba yung mga sikat? Dami sa TikTok nito ngayon, no? May cross, ano siya. For ano naman, si Sir Sufio, ano nga yung startup mo, Sir Sufio, sa Genki?
Sir, we are Genki Health. Genki
Wow.
Innovia. We produce isang product na mo is concentrated calamansi concentrate
Wow. Calamansi
with
concentrate.
ginger and honey.
Wow. Mapapabili ako niyan, sir. Sarap, sarap pakinggan, ah.
And
So,
ang kaibahan lang niya, sir, is we leverage on this Japanese technology. We only use this clustered water. So that's the
okay.
first of its kind.
All right.
Yeah.
So, calamansi concentrate. Okay. So, different naman. Genki Health should not limit the influencer, yung influencer or micro-influencer. You can also partner with tech influencers or motivational advice influencers, no? Na very particular sa quality. Kapag tech kasi, may ano sila na dapat quality yung gamit, quality yung ano. So, you can, ito yung term namin dito, val, uh, ano nga yung term? Value approach or value vertical. Kapag same sila ng verticals in terms of value, you can use them to market your product. If gusto nila ng quality, what are the other industries that have high value in quality? Especially sa tech space. So, Sir Carl, bakit mo kami sinasabihan nito? So that as small your startup is currently, you can already practice partnerships with micro-influencers so that in the future, meron na kayong experience in going to larger influencers. Sir Carl, yung success talaga ng startup namin need ng definitely. Si Apple nga nag-scale at ano, alam mo nung ginamit ni Apple ng mga pictures when they scaled? Nagbayad sila ng picture for royalties kang Einstein. Nagbayad sila ng royalties ng Apple yung Think Different, no? Sa mga sikat ng mga tawag dito, scientists at that time. Para kapag gumamit ka ng Apple daw, para ka ng genius din. Right? Ganun yung perception nila that you're a genius. And that's Apple when they started. They know that you have to partner with people na same ng values nila. So again, louder for people in the back, your startup will not succeed in the future if you don't use micro-influencers. Kasi sino ba tayo? Hindi tayo kilala ng market. Especially boring tayo in a sense. Because we're creating products. The fastest way kaysa magpa-billboard ka na hindi targeted yung approach is to partner with influencers that have your target demographic. Very amazing siya na life hack for you startups. So if you don't want to invest on that, I don't know how to help you, no? Next is that sequential soft launches across multiple platforms. So soft launching on smaller platforms like dedicated Reddit community or niche marketplace allowed for low risk user testing. So sabi pa nga ni Product Hunt that sequential launches produce longer lasting momentum, spreading excitement organically to larger outlets later on. Guys, ito yung i-share ko sa inyo. Ang nagpa-practice din to again ha, Apple, delayed launches. Don't share everything sa pipeline nyo diretso. Do sequential launching. So dapat sa planning niyo din na startup, what will Genki look like 2 years from now? Will we innovate or yun na talaga yung product natin? Right? You have to have sequential launches. Okay? Sa food basket, stick lang ba talaga kami sa dito or will we create more features? Yun yung dapat ano nyo. May insider knowledge nga ngayon na na-map na ni Apple, insider knowledge, that Apple map already the features up until iPhone 21. Alam na nila yung launching features, launching cycle para hututan tayo ng money every year up until iPhone 21. So yung dinedevelop na nila is 22 and up na features. In-interview nga si Jeff Bezos, Jeff, how are your sentiments that profits have increased 300% this quarter? In-interview siya last November. Anong sabi ni Jeff? Actually, I'm not surprised kasi yung profits namin this month, November 2024, we've already decided this 2 years ago pa, 3 years ago. Ganun yung futures thinking nila. Amazing, no? Right? Naka-launching na siya. Alam na nila yung targets 2 years in advance, 3 years in advance. Okay? So, hindi natin kaya yon because we don't have resources na sure na mag-survive tayo in 2 years. Tama? 3 years. Hindi sure yun eh. Especially for a startup's life. Right? But what we can do is already create a sequential launch for our platform. Sabi pa nga nila, failing to plan is, ano nga yung quote? Planning to fail. Kapag hindi mo ma-paint yung future, wala kang future. Okay? Just like in relationships, kapag wala kayong goal board, hindi talaga kayo pupunta dyan kung magkano yung savings na gusto nyo. So, in startups, ganun din. Oh my God, 5 minutes na lang. So, event-inspired experience marketing, you have to host mini events, virtual or in person, around launch day to create a festival-like atmosphere. Data showed that 70% of participants posted about their experiences kapag physical event siya. Sad lang guys, no? Bumalik na tayo ngayon sa physical events na launching. Mas malaki yung ano sa atin, gastos, but mas engaged naman yung customer. Pandemic kasi, pwede tayo mag-launch ng online, no? Pero ngayon, physical na yung mga gusto nila. Yun yung ginawa ni Food Panda, tama? Saan sila nag-launch nga? Dito sa Cagayan de Oro? Multiple. Sa SM, downtown. Nag-launch din sila sa SM Uptown. Nag-launch din sila sa Ketkay. Grabe yung Food Panda, no? Yung Ketkay. So, they're launching their products every few months when they started here. Okay. We're done on ano. Bilisan na lang natin. Speed run on marketing. Okay? Para may questions pa tayo later. Sorry. Zero-click content dominated over traditional funnels. Sino bang may magandang website dito? Sinong proud sa website nila? Kindly chat. Walang may proud sa website, no? Ayaw ma-check. Sino may mga company website dito? Thumbs up or heart react doon sa ano? Sa chat natin. Sinong yung may mga company website? Ayun, meron ang galing ni Sir Rensil, no? Quickly Innovations. Si Sir Rensil lang pala, may company website. Anyways, nakita namin that 70% of B2B buyers never nila nakita yung website before they engage with a product. Oh my gosh. So, I'm not saying na hindi important yung website. I'm saying that don't focus on your website development. Instead, nakita nila, most of our clients will see us in social media, LinkedIn, or Google. No? So you can use BuzzSumo, SEMrush for keyword and snippet optimization. But nakita din namin, Sir Mark, Sir Ian, Sir Sofio, everyone, Ma'am May, Sir Bimbo, nakita namin na meron ding 20 to 30% na customer sentiment decrease kapag wala kang website. Tapos nasa finalization na kayo ng deal, kapag makita nila na wala din pala kayong website, madi-discourage din sila. Kasi malower yung brand perception. But hindi siya important for closing deals at the onset. It's just that important siya on the latter stages of the closing cycle per client. Again ha, importante yung website but not important na yun yung main development mo. Okay. May basic website ka lang, okay na. Number 2, audio micro campaigns. Nakita namin, kapag mag-ads kayo in the future, 10-second na audio lang, food basket. Magkapera ka na, nagtanim ka pa. Ganun lang. Effective siya sa tagline nyo. So, pwede nyo ma-insert sa Spotify, YouTube ads, Facebook ads. Mas malaki yung customer conversion niya. 10 to 15 seconds. May mga clients kami na 5 to 10 seconds. Bakit? Anong nangyayari? Anong ginagawa mo, Sir Roy, kapag ang taas na ng advertisement, Sir Roy? Anong ginagawa mo? 30 seconds to 50 seconds sa YouTube or sa Facebook. Nakamute ka pa, Sir Roy, ha?
Yes, sir. Usually, as per standard, as advice, should not be more than 30 seconds. After
Correct.
30 seconds, clients or people or the audience will disengage.
Pero nanonood ka ba ng advertisement, Sir Roy, sa social media or nagsiskip ka ba? Do you press skip
Uh,
for it?
Interesting na tatapusin ko pag hindi masyado nag-skip.
Okay, amazing. So, effective pala din. Thank you, Sir Roy. No? Round of applause for Sir Roy for his engagement. Effective pala na you don't have to have amazing creatives doon sa ads. Poster lang na gumagalaw na malagay mo sa Canva plus words. Amazing na yon. Mas lower yung ano mo, mas lower yung cost for the production ng ads, and the user will like it kasi hindi masyadong mahaba yung ads. No? So this is good news for startups because you no longer have to invest in a lot of money sa mga graphics na mga ano, sasabihin ng mga graphics na, sir, need tayo para maganda yung brand mo, yung parang cinematic experience, no? I-hire natin si ganito, ganito. Siyempre, negosyo nila yun eh. No? So they want you to spend more on the marketing. Hala, time na tayo. Next, offline experiential campaigns made a comeback. So you have to have physical events like I've said. So hindi na yung totoo, quality content alone ensures virality, no? So nakita nila that content pala, timing, amplification, even advertisement is still important sa virality. So over personalization always boost conversion, guys. Alam kong tinitis natin to sa startup, but kapag naman very targeted na yung ano natin approach sa startup, parang creepy na. Parang data privacy in ano na siya, right? So it's good to be specific, wag namang very specific yung ads mo or yung approach mo na alam mo talaga anong ginagawa nila. Customer will disengage, no? So you have to strike a balance between privacy and knowledge. So you can use HubSpot or Marketo. I get this Marketo. I mean, I recommend this. Also, all influencer marketing works the same. Hindi yan totoo, no? Influencers with 10 to 15K followers have more engagement rates than bigger influencers. Further reinforcing the point that makakatipid ka na sa micro-influencers, mas close-knit pa yung community that you can access. Alright. So you can use Affluence or Green for this. And also, UGC integration. So user-generated content. Guys, for you to market your startup more, you have to enlist your clients to post for you, to create posting for you. So referral method din siya, showing how are they using their products. Na-change talaga yung life ko when I drink the calamansi concentrate of Genki. Right? Like personal ano, you don't have to spend sa mga artista na. You just have to spend on your true clients na gumagamit na. Okay? Sentiment-driven ad bidding. Medyo mataas na topic, so let's skip this. So, predictive lead scoring with conversion nudges. Please check out Salesforce Einstein, HubSpot AI for predictive scoring sa mga marketing strategies nyo or Braze. No? Para makasend kayo ng personal nudges at the optimal time. For those who are not familiar with conversion nudges is where may email ka na ni client, may social media ka na ni client, based on their, medyo sensitive to, no? Based on their data and their privacy on how they use their social medias, conversion nudges or conversion tools can send SMS, emails, or even advertisement para mag-convert sila. Alam ng social media ngayon, tsaka email platforms kung kailan may pera yung clients through online purchases. Grabe yan, no? Parang alam na talaga nila lahat ng ginagawa natin through bank transactions and everything. Okay, so you can also use this. Sir Carl, magkano kaya gastos sa'yo? 2,000, 3,000 a month. You can already use these platforms. All right. So key points to remember, we're already done. 12:05 na, sorry sa ano. Personalized pricing and transparency emerge as key drivers of profitability and trust. Phased launches and community engagement outperform traditional one-size-fit-all approaches, which is majority ng startups ganito, same lang ng pricing sa lahat, same lang ng isang launch lang din. And number 3, outdated prices like uniform pricing, freemium models were proven ineffective sa mga freemium dyan. Huwag na kayo mga freemium, guys. No? Data-driven strategies kasi kapag hindi yan mag-partner within 2 months, hindi yan mag-upgrade within 2 months, hindi na yan mag-upgrade forever. So might as well you use limited trial rather than premium. Data-driven strategies including AI forecasting is having an increased usage ngayon. Ito yung disadvantage nyo sa startups. Yung mga biggest competitors natin gumagamit na ng AI forecasting. That's why as small as you are, you have to study it. And finally, experiential campaigns and collaborative marketing build stronger brand loyalty. Experiential campaigns, regardless of the startup you have to have a physical event, no, to create customer buzz, and collaborative marketing that your customers are posting for you. You just have to, what you call this, tawag dito, reward them for it. So we're done. Sabi pa kanina Mark Cuban, make your product easier to buy than your competition, or you will find your customers buying from them, not you. So with that said, if you want to connect more with us, kindly message my page, Carl Dominic Fardo, or our page, Real Disruptors. And if you want free 2 consultation questions, message my page, CDO Bytes #1 or #1. Kapag pronounce mo yan ng number, not follow with instruction, din namin kayo sasagutin. And you can also reach me at carlfajardo.com. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you take into heart the advice and you take action. God bless everyone.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Sir Carl. And do you have any questions? Sige, how about for Sir Roy? So, ang galing kanina, Sir, no? Talagang nakita mo na ROI. I return pala siya. Sige, let me share my screen first. Thank you so much, Sir Carl, no? And even me, I'm listening here. And I've got a lot of things to do pa pala if I want to have a business. So, I'm planning also to put on my own. Kasi parang nahawa ako sa CDO Bytes. So, di ba parang tell me who your friends are and tell you who you are. Parang ganun. So, even me, I want to have my own startup or maybe a business. So, this is another way also, no? It is a stepping stone also for me. So, once again, wala na bang questions?
Para may question pala, ma'am, sa chat.
Sige, ano yung question?
Ay, may question si Sir BG. Either this is background or Sir Bimbo, no? What are your thoughts in its business model, pricing, and launch strategy? My thoughts on Pickup Coffee, amazing. No? Kasi they have this visuals for, parang hip siya, na even the cool kids pwedeng tumambay. And the pricing strategy is so mid. 60 to 80 pesos. Nasa middle siya. Kasi Starbucks is 150 to 200 pesos. It's so nice that they settled for mid. Bakit mid? Kasi may Don Macchiato, di ba? 39 pesos, 40 pesos. May buy one, take one. So they cater for the students more na maka-afford na 70 pesos, 70 pesos. That sets a good marketing strategy as well. So they are aiming for the mid clients. Ang launch strategy din nila magaling. Right? If you notice, meron ngang advertisements din si Pick Up Coffee, but very targeted siya. Hindi lang ako super fan, to be honest ha, doon sa coffee na business because oversaturated siya ngayon. Although, Pick Up Coffee is gearing towards or lumagpas na ng 1 billion in terms of their value and revenue. Amazing yung Pick Up Coffee. But I'm really not excited in their growth globally because we already have Starbucks for that for now. And mas gusto ng, yun lang Sir Bimbo, mas gusto ng per country yung localized version of their coffee shops. Just like gusto natin si Bowerbird, just like gusto natin si Fukuro, right? Doon pa din tayo bumabalik if you're from Cagayan de Oro, right? So, yun lang. Those are my thoughts. So, additional question, pwede pa ba ma'am? Ma'am Shandy?
Sure, sir.
Okay. So, sabi ni Sir Roy, sa food products, is it effective pa yung free tasting with active participation in selling during municipal, provincial, and regional agri-fairs and to be augmented by social media promotions and presence? Yes, sir. Super effective yung free taste talaga. No? Sa conversion rates sa physical products, especially food, um, alam mo ba si Feastables? Sinong familiar dito sa Feastables? Kang Mr. Beast yun. They spend millions and millions of dollars delivering free products sa influencers. Sir, sabi mo, social media presence, promotions presence, what you can do for your products is you send it to influencers, mag-review sila sa taste. Pwedeng ganun. Very effective yun, sir. Kasi alam mo yung pinakamalaki ngayon na market na kumikita yung influencers, ginagawa nila, Mukbang. Kumakain. Alam, imagine people watching people eating. Grabe, no? Pumi- nanonood yung ibang tao, ang daming nanonood ng ibang taong kumakain. So you combine that food aspect, entertainment, to influencers, mas maganda yun na free taste. And you don't have to spend more. And sa influencer din, Sir Carl, bakit naman susubukan ng influencer yung pagkain ko? If they have more customer engagement, branding engagement, they can charge higher prices doon sa corporate na mga prices. You can be honest with the influencers you're connecting. Sir, ito yung Facebook page namin, 20 followers lang, 30 followers, ito yung website namin, ito yung revenue namin. Sana may discount pa muna kami as maliit pa kami in getting you as an influencer. Papayag yan. As long as you give them free stuff. But lahat ba papayag? Definitely not. Kasi madaming micro-influencer din na mukhang pera. Pera talaga yung ano. You just have to find the right micro-influencers. Okay. Ano pang question? How to be you, Sir Card? Parang hindi ko alam paano to sagutin, no? But um, if seryoso to the question, Sir Sofio, thank you for your compliment. You really just have to have a passion for learning, passion for testing, passion for failing. So nakita namin for the best startups that we've come across, even grow up until 100 million, 150 million in revenue, so far up until today, they're so voracious learners. Yung habits talaga nagko-compound. They read a lot. They hang out a lot. Even for us, no, although I cannot hang out with you all, in my business friends, we hang out every week to discuss trends. Every week, whether Friday or Saturday. No, or Sunday. Kasi sabi pa nga ni Ma'am Shandy, tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. And isa din sa advice ko dito, Sir Sofio, this is why our startups fail. You're all familiar, right? Na you are the average of the your financial income is the average of the 5 friends you spend your time with. Medyo insulting, no? Sino yung top 5 friends mo, i-average mo yan, yun yung pera mo. But may bagong study ngayon, guys. You are the average of the 5 people you compare yourself with financially. Hindi lang friends. Ang small natin mangarap. So for you, Genki, for you, Food Basket, for you, Tarbaho.ai, you should be always stalking your competitors. You should be always stalking your idol. Sino ba yung idol mo, Sir Han? Sa business world? Sa, hello, Sir Han. Are you, ay, nandito naman si Sir Han. Kindly unmute yourself, Sir Han. Sino yung idol mo sa business world?
Hello,
Startup world?
sino mo? Kalimutan ko na yung name.
Oh, yun. Hindi mo idol yun, sir. Hindi mo kilala yung name. Right? So, ikaw, Sir Sofia, sino ba yung idol mo sa startup world? It's okay, Sir Han, no? Alam ko nakaka-mental block minsan.
Now, kayo na.
Uy, grabe naman, sir. Parang, Ma'am Shandy, padalan mo nga ng snacks to si Sir Sofio. But sino ba yung idol mo, Sir Sofio?
Food
Either
producer.
food or business, startup founder. Sino ba?
Startup founder. Wala akong maisip pa for now.
Wala kang maisip for now.
Sorry.
But isa sa biggest framework for you to improve yourself always, find the top 5 people you want to be like. Monitor their social media, monitor their posting, monitor their thoughts. Ako nga, idol ko, one of my idols, although common, no, I'm not different for, it's Elon Musk. So every time I'm lazy, sabi ko, ano kaya ginagawa ni Elon Musk ngayon? 90% to 120% of the time, the answer will be working. He's enjoying his work. Right? Who do you compare yourself to? Nagiging complacent kayo. Bakit? Kino-compare niyo yung startups niyo sa startup ng CDO Bytes. Okay lang yung startup ko kasi yung isang startup nga, hindi pa nga nakapag-sales ng 50,000. Don't be a small fish, a big fish in a very small pond. So compare yourselves to bigger people. Positively hindi naman, mas magaling pa sila kasi may ganito silang funds. Huwag naman ganun, no? Comparison, sabi nila comparison is a thief of joy. Yes, kapag hindi mo siya alam how to apply it properly. But if you compare for the point of improvement, you'll really scale. So that's why I always improve. I compare myself to better men than me. And there's nothing wrong about that. Thank you, Sir Sofio, for that amazing question. So wala na bang tanong? Kasi overtime na tayo. Kumakain na si Ma'am May for sure. Tsaka si Ma'am Jenny, kumakain pa to, 11 pa eh.
Okay, thank you so much, Sir Carl, again, no? So I would like to give this certificate of appreciation. So this certificate of appreciation is proudly presented to Mr. Carl Dominic Fajardo for imparting his valued insights and expertise as a resource speaker during the Firestarter Learning Session 4, product pricing, launching, and marketing. Under CDO Bytes Firestarter Incubation Program held virtually via Zoom on January 10, 2025 from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. Given this 10th day of January 2025 at USTP Cagayan de Oro City, signed by our TBI Manager, Dr. French Maverick Lorilia, our Vice Chancellor for Research and Innovation, Engineer Alex Morial, and our USTP Chancellor, Attorney Janelle O. Albina. So once again, thank you so much, everyone. And can we turn on our camera for the photo opportunity? Sige, ayan, si Ma'am Jenny. Sige, how about the others?
Wow, nice to see you, Ma'am Jenny. Sir James.
Ayun.
Uy, grabe si Ma'am May. Papuntang Jollibee na to. Worth 4 dirhams.
Feeling na, hatod, literally work from home. Mom's at work. So, hatod sa mga bata sa school.
Amazing. Super ma'am, ka, Ma'am May.
Sige,
Grabe.
thank you.
Gwapo kay Sir Bimbo. Nag-shopping naman ni sa department store.
Sige.
Sige,
Thank
sige.
you in 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, that's all for this afternoon. Thank you so much,
Okay,
everyone.
everyone.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Sir Carl.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excited for startups to grow, ha? Please grow so that we can help you scale.
Thank you so much, Sir Carl.
God bless.
Talagang
Bye-bye.
Bye po.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you
you soon.
all, Sir Carl.
Thank you, Sir
Thank you.
Carl. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.